The Fortnite devs and Epic Games are easily one of the sneakiest teams in the entire gaming industry. Season after season, Epic Games continuously hides things in plain sight, and the millions upon millions of players grinding the game every single day never even notice these things despite whatever it is being right in front of us the whole time. With that said, there's probably a lot of things that you guys never even noticed were in Fortnite Battle Royale, but that is all gonna change today. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Viral channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon. That way you'll never miss another upload. If you guys are excited for Season 8 of Fortnite Battle Royale, make sure to let us know by dropping a like on this video and giving it a big thumbs up. Also, be sure to comment down below saying what your favorite season of Fortnite has been so far. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at one thing from each season of Fortnite Battle Royale that you guys probably didn't notice. Season 1, the most expensive item. Season 1 was unlike any other season of Fortnite Battle Royale in history. Obviously, it was just the start for Epic Games and the Fortnite team, and they were just sort of testing the waters, if you will, and seeing how the new players reacted. This meant, of course, there were many things in Season 1 that never made it to Seasons 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. One of them was the Seasonal Shop, which was kind of like a mixture between the Battle Pass and the Item Shop. In order to buy certain things from the Item Shop, you had to first reach a certain tier and earn enough XP. For instance, at Tier 5, you could purchase the Aerial Assault 1 glider for 500 V-Bucks, and at Tier 15, you could purchase the Aerial Assault Trooper outfit for 1200 V-Bucks. One minor thing that you might not have noticed about Season 1 though, is that the most expensive item in the Seasonal Shop was actually a pickaxe. The Raider's Revenge harvesting tool was available after Tier 35 and cost 1500 V-Bucks, which was 300 more V-Bucks than the Renegade Raider outfit and the Aerial Assault Trooper outfit. Season 2, Grenades. Grenades have been a weapon in Battle Royale since the beginning of the game, and they're actually still around here in Season 7 in various forms. But what you might not have noticed about grenades back in Season 2 is that Epic actually made them a lot more powerful than they ever were before. Originally in Season 1, when you threw grenades, you just assumed the throwing distance and arc path that you needed to use in order for the grenade to reach its desired location. But when Season 2 launched, Fortnite and Epic Games actually made it so that you could see the projectile arc of where the grenade was going to go when you threw it. This made putting nades where you wanted them to go was much easier, and the projectile path also made it a lot easier for you to throw grenades in between trees, through windows, or even over buildings because you knew exactly where it was going to go. Of course, this feature still exists today and is active on all throwables in the game, including the regular grenade, stink bombs, TNT, boogie bombs, etc, etc. It was definitely a small feature, but in the long run, very useful. Season 3, First Shot Accuracy. A small detail that we all use in literally every single gunfight we ever encounter here in Fortnite is first shot accuracy. The brief moment where your crosshair shrinks to ensure that your shot goes exactly where you intend on it going was actually first introduced into Battle Royale back in Season 3, and I think it's something that a lot of people overlooked at the time. This feature is a huge deal today as it completely eliminates the chance of bloom ruining your first shot if you do line up your crosshair and are patient enough for it to shrink. First shot accuracy has allowed for players to swiftly win gunfights and seemingly shred their enemies to pieces after enough practice with each weapon since its origination back in Season 3. It was a major addition to Season 3 of Battle Royale, but out of all the things that happened within the season's time span, this was actually a rather minuscule update that I don't think many people realize had such a big impact in the big picture. First shot accuracy also came as a result of the various shooting test limited time modes that we saw a lot of back in the day, where Epic Games actually allowed players to test out their new bloom and recoil mechanics before implementing them into the game, which raises the question, what happened to the shooting test LTMs? I for one thought it was really cool that we as a community could help Epic decide on whether or not they wanted to add something into the game, and honestly I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen anything like it in the past. Even if it wasn't an LTM directly based upon, bloom and recoil mechanics, any testing based limited time mode to see how a new feature would play in the game, I think is something that a lot of people would enjoy seeing. I'm sure players would love the chance to experiment with a potential new feature rather than having it automatically added into the game without it being playtested on a larger scale. Season 4, Consumables. Season 4 was a groundbreaking season in terms of content for Fortnite Battle Royale. The Battle Pass featured our very first upgradable skins with Carbide and Omega, and also our very first challenge-based skin in the Blockbuster. We also saw our very first one-time event with the rocket launch that piqued Fortnite's popularity at a number that it had never seen before. Of course, since then that number has only gone up, but I digress. One small detail you probably didn't notice with Season 4 of Fortnite Battle Royale is the minor addition of alternative consumables. Minis and big pots had already been a thing, of course, but small location-based consumables were a brand new implementation at the time. We saw apples scattered across the map, only spawning near certain trees that, when consumed, granted 5 health per apple. Typically, these apples spawned in batches of 5, meaning you could get an extra little 25 HP if you needed it. We also saw hop rocks added to the game, which allowed for players to jump a little bit higher and further without taking any fall damage. These consumables were actually the first of their kind, and of course now we've seen things like Mushroom, which give you bonus shield, and also Shadow Stones, which allowed players to temporarily go invisible and have decreased gravity. Chances are, though, you probably didn't notice that Season 4 was actually when apples were added to the game. Season 5, the diving board. While this mechanic certainly wasn't new to Fortnite in Season 5, the ability to actually utilize a diving board became much more significant in Season 5 thanks to the addition of some new points of interest. Both Paradise Palms and Lazy Links featured some relaxation areas where you could lounge by the pool or take a dip in it if you pleased. For those adrenaline junkies out there, you could even launch yourself off of a diving board with an increased jump height. Most people probably did not go around jumping off the diving boards every chance they got, but it was a minor detail that was exemplified throughout the new season in its new locations. While these diving boards were certainly not an incredibly beneficial update to overall gameplay, the fact that these diving boards actually worked realistically in-game was a pretty neat little touch from Epic Games. Season 6, Bunny Hopping. Bunny hopping, or as it's often referred to as bee hopping, has been a popular mechanic in other games such as Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But you guys might not have noticed that for a decent period of time in Season 6, bunny hopping was definitely a thing. Normally, bunny hopping was most effective when a player consumed a Shadow Stone, as timing your jump just right would allow for your ghostly player to bounce off the ground at an accelerated rate, making for a super fast way to maneuver around the map. Unfortunately, Epic Games did end up fixing this glitch and made it so that no matter how well you timed your jump, bee hopping with a Shadow Stone just would not give you any in-game advantage. You could, however, still use the same trick when hitting the ground after deploying from your glider. If you jumped right as you landed from gliding, you could actually receive a slight boost forward, a trick that most players probably didn't know about and a thing that the majority of the community definitely did not notice. Season 7, the Dragons. Originally, I had a different thing planned here for Season 7, but as of a few days ago, some brand new skins hit the item shop bearing a symbol that I don't think many people noticed, but it is absolutely huge in the grand scheme of things. The new Lace and Paradox skins each bear some dragons on their shirts, and when you look closely, you can clearly see that these dragons are actually in the shape of the number 8. And they also look really similar to the shadow of the dragons that we've seen on the eggs underneath the castle at Polar Peak. This little detail might actually be our biggest hint towards dragons being involved with Season 8 in some way, shape, or form, and is something that I don't think that most people even thought to look at. As I mentioned at the start of the video, Epic Games and the Fortnite team are incredibly sneaky and subtle with their hints and teases towards future updates and events. So when they go out and take dragons, which are already a pretty heavily talked about topic thanks to those eggs at Polar Peak, and then place them in this position on a skin shirt to recreate the number 8, it seems like they're just aligning the stars for us. So oddly enough, one of the biggest details in Season 7 that you guys might not have noticed is actually one of the newest additions to the game. With that being said, that effectively concludes today's video. Those are things that you guys missed from every single season of Fortnite so far. Out of all the seasons that we mentioned in this video, which one was your favorite? Be sure to let us know down in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to let us know and give it a big old thumbs up and slap that like button, as it would be greatly appreciated. And of course, if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Viral channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that little bell icon. That way, every single time we upload a new video, YouTube will send you a message letting you know we've gone live. That way, you can be the first person to watch, like, and comment on each and every new post. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.